Alrighty, yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis right here, back with some more DFO Blitz. This time on my female priest, and the shaman to be exact. And yes, you saw right, we are actually going to be playing our female priests, guys. All four of them are going to be in the next 4 DFO Blitz video, because obviously female priest is a brand new character that got released. I haven't yet made my update video by the time you guys see this, but I'll probably make it after the events that come on this coming Tuesday. But anyway, guys, we are playing my female shaman. You guys can see I'm already level 87 and I'm still here in the time gate. What am I doing here, guys? The EXP in this region is just unmatched. You really can't beat this EXP in the game. Whenever you get through this scenario, I don't care what level you are, I don't care if you're way over leveled, way under leveled, it doesn't matter. You do all the scenarios here, because the scaling of the EXP is just massive. You'll notice a lot of the dungeons in here, the dungeons themselves don't have very long scenarios. They have like only maybe, I don't know, 6-7 dungeon scenarios, but the EXP they give is sick. So don't forget that. Anyway, guys, we'll fight our mimic here, and we're wrecking them. Get Toho'd on, man. But anyway, guys, we're starting off with my shaman, mostly because if you guys have been on the stream at all, you guys know my opinion about the shaman. She's probably my least favorite of all the female priest classes, but that right there is could be misconstrued, because I actually do believe that this class is probably one of the most fun types of classes, of this type of class that exists in the game right now. And by that I mean mid to long range, mid to long range type characters. You can kind of see how my skills work, especially this one right here. I call it LAZERFACE. Come on, look at this. My face turns into a laser man, and I just keep blasting people. And the cooldown is really low. You get that skill at a very young age with this class. You get that skill just like pretty much early on. You can see you don't really use your basic attack string, but instead you have you shoot your rosaries out as a projectile, like a gun. So, you know, you can kind of tell, bam, get one shot, my dude. Like 7 mil, dude. I'm a little over level for this zone, and they've given us a lot of freebies. You can see at level 87, they're giving us legendaries. Don't ask me why I don't have a sub equipment. They're giving us legendaries. They're giving us like plus 12, 80 halidums. Like, this is some strong stuff for this kind of region, you know. So anyway, you guys can see EXP rate, even though it's super good in this region, you know. The grind starts at about level 86, so you're gonna have to start grinding. Of course, you're gonna have to do Pandemonium anyway for all the scenarios anyway. So the goal, actually, guys, and let me just talk about some leveling strategy. The scenarios actually from Pandemonium, I mean, this is coming from data, like my own data, I don't know for sure, but the dungeons themselves in Pandemonium, just the Pandemonium dungeons, you get about 2.5 levels from the scenarios. So if you're starting the scenarios and you don't want to leech off of someone else's scenarios, which is a very good strategy in itself, because that in itself, if you do it for a little while, could actually get you max level like before you're even done with your own scenarios. But if you want to just level up completely on your own scenarios, right, you need to be about level 87.5 before you do your Pandemonium scenarios. The Luke scenario, actually, before you unlock the Pandemonium scenarios, gives you about 0.3% EXP. It gives you 30% on, I think it gives that to you at level 86, because that's when I grinded it the most. So, yeah, there's a couple ways you can do it, guys, but if you want to level completely on your own scenario, you need about 2.5 levels from the max is about what the EXP rate is in Pandemonium. Anyway, get destroyed! Anyway, guys. But guys, enough of that. Let's just keep going through here, and this is the last pretty much dungeon of the time gate region, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of farming in the power station, but that's no big deal, guys. You can kind of see, like I said, this is one of my favorite long range type classes, and most people know I don't like long range type classes, but you can kind of see why. She has like hardly any aftercast delay, and that's really what kind of the pitfall I have with people like my launcher and stuff. They have like these aftercast delays, they have slow moves, they're not very fluid to chain into, and this class, you know, kind of circumvents that. She has skills that she kind of tosses out there. They do a lot. Skills that don't have a lot of cast time or aftercast delay. This is kind of, you know, the only way that I would really like a character like this in any way, and it plays pretty smoothly. Still think that the other classes have a lot more going for them. This is more of one of those use one skill nuke kind of deals, kind of like launcher, like I said. So you're gonna be seeing that a lot. You can you know, do a lot of burst damage here. We got this thing, we got this thing, we got this thing, we got the LAZERFACE, of course. And I didn't even use my level 70 skill, but you know, it's something like this or something. Yeah, there you go. It's actually, the level 70 skill is one of the most underwhelming skills there is. It's surprising that it's that high level, but yeah, there we go, guys. I think we are through here with the time gate. Like I said, I'm gonna get to about 20%, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do Luke's. Alrighty, guys, it shouldn't take us very long. Power Station is also a pretty quick region as well. But anyway, guys, yeah, a little bit more about this class. Well, first and foremost, she is not one of my highest level characters, actually. She's level 87, which you would think, oh man, Rick, you must really like this character. And it was because I kind of had to force myself to bring these characters into. I can't access the event through this page. Anyway, I had to force myself to bring some of my all 4 priests through the end game. And if you guys don't know, there is actually an event going on right now that gives you an exclusive font for for getting to level 80 on each of your female priests, and you actually get a cooler font, I guess, if you are able to take all 4 of them up there. So I was leveling all 4 of them at the same time, and they've been giving us so many freebies. I'll tell you what, this is maybe one of the most abusive level up events that we've had, just because of how many freebies they've been giving us. And I mean, maybe not more than 1+1, but every 5 levels you get, or excuse me, every 4 levels you get the 5th one for free, all the way up until level 80. So it is obviously pretty easy to get to level 80. And then, you know, we've been having other concurrent events not related to, you know, zombies and in fact the dailies, the honey time pots, that's what it's called. The honey time pots have been giving them as well. So it's been a massive grind fest for me for the past couple of weeks playing these characters, and they're all pretty much at this point now, and so they're getting close to the end game, and the freebies are going to make getting to the end game without having to do anything but scenarios pretty much guaranteed on 4 characters. So anyway, and this is some brutal ass shit though, guys. Every room is getting one shot, man. It's getting pretty absurd, actually. Right there you can see there's a couple skills I use that I don't always use, except maybe in the boss room. One of them is that like blue fire circle. It actually buffs up all of your other skills. It's a pretty nice setup skill. You can use it to kind of, when you throw a skill while there's enemy in the fire, it kind of procs itself and will do extra damage or whatever on whoever's inside. Thing is, it's not the kind of move that has a cooldown to warrant using it all the time, but hey, it's a pretty good setup skill. So if you need to get that extra little bit of damage in there, maybe it's a skill you level. I don't like using it because the cooldown is so massive, man. It's like, you know, in that same time I could just level up another skill that is gonna one-shot anyway. So I like using it in the boss room. You also have a hold move right here. This is actually a hold, very low level. That talisman, long hold. In fact, I believe it is one of your only holds, but it is very abusive. You see, I have it up again already. So something that you can throw out there and, you know, support purposes at least. You know, holding a boss initially, and then, you know, get your team to do some other chain holds. It's pretty deceptively long. You wouldn't expect it to last that long, but yeah, it gives you a whole lot of time to just kind of sit there and wreck him. Shoot him with the LAZERFACE if you have to. And man, these guys haven't even touched me. I don't think they're ever going to. If they get near you, you can use this like blue dragon and just it comes up from the bottom, and so it hits everybody off of you, and it brings them over to where it actually lands. It's pretty sick. That's probably one of my favorite moves on this class, and just a move to get people off of you. In fact, it's one of the only ones you have. So aside from the teleport, you can always teleport away from people, which is obviously a pretty good move for that. None of the other priests have a kind of a way to teleport like that, so she can teleport through obstacles and cover some distance, just like the male mage, and shoot the LAZERFACE. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Obviously, it moves a lot, so, you know, if there's enemies that aren't always lined up and grouped up as easily as these guys, you can just kind of laser your way through it. In fact, it seems even better than a normal laser, like on the launcher, because you can move. And, you know, I don't know, man. It's crazy. That move right there, by the way, gosh, that burst is just disgusting, man. You get the TP on that thing, it's just boom. So yeah, everything about this class is very powerful, at least right now. We don't know, well, hard to say really how this is going to really affect the end game female priest. I know a lot of people are always looking towards the end game, but you can kind of tell that, you know, at least in terms of gameplay, which is the thing I usually care about, she plays very fluidly. I like that, and so, you know, I'm happy that I'm happy with this class. What can I say? It's not a bad class. It's definitely not one I'd main or anything like that. But hey, I didn't mind playing it. It was not that hard to level this character either because of it. You know, people like my male launcher was an example of somebody I had to try really hard to like playing, and this is not that case. You know, pretty much all the skills that I use, I like using them, and you know, it's been quick. It's been quick. So quick in terms of speed and the events, man. The events really is why it's been so quick. So, but let me go ahead and show the one cannon move. Even that move right there has been really useful. I call it the Ghost Orb because it looks like Azura's Ghost Orb. But this is the level 90 skill. Wow, it actually did 3 mil on that, 3.5 mil. So, you know, I was looking down on it, but it was actually pretty massive. Right there, getting blasted, man. Hit him with the Ghost Orb, and then he groups him up. Even the skill I've been using, the what is called Power Orb, is a really good skill. I wish it had a lower cooldown and it was more of your primary skill instead of the LAZERFACE, but it's been a very powerful, just kind of unnoticeable type move. You'll see it's gonna hit twice because it boomerangs through him, and it does a lot of damage, yo, like a ton. So it's a pretty good move to constantly be throwing out. There's no reason why you wouldn't throw that move out. The LAZERFACE, you know, it has a really long cast time, and it lasts for a long time, and you have to kind of maneuver. But the Power Ball, you can kind of throw it out there all the time and then reposition yourself because it boomerangs and then hit the guy when it comes back. It's been a very abusive move. I've been using it all the time. So, oh yeah, by the way, guys, at some point one of you guys are gonna comment in the comments right now about my clear mod that I have on. It's a clear mod that allows me to see through the dialogue boxes and stuff. It's a little bit jarring. I don't know if I like it or not, but fact of the matter is you're gonna ask about it, where to get it, so check my FAQ, okay? And basically, if you ask about it in the comments, nobody tell that guy, nobody even acknowledge that guy, okay? Because he's not watching the video. I'm giving you the answer right here. Watch the video, my dude. Anyway, guys, let me teach you something right here, guys. So this is something that I didn't know the specifics of before. So anyway, every time you get an epic quest, right, you have the option to clear it, but only if you've unlocked the next tier of epic quest. So you can see if you press F1 and you look in your all tab, you can't do this in F2, by the way. You don't get the button right here. You don't get the clear quest button. If you press F1 though, you get the option to clear the quest, and you see this is a green quest. This is what I'm doing in Power Station right now. I'm gonna go ahead and auto clear it, and it automatically cleared it. Now I didn't get any rewards for doing that, but it allowed me to get rid of it without having to do it. The same thing happens with this quest is here. This is the Anton on the Run. This is basically the Anton Normals quest line, and then Pandemonium afterwards. I'm already level 87. That's that kind of stuff you do at like level 85. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this as well, because, and the only reason I have the option to do this is because I actually have the quest line starting me in Luke Normals. This is the Anton Normals. This is 85. This is level 86. That you get access to this. So I get access to this epic quest, meaning that I have the option now to clear this one out of the inventory. And you see when I clear this one, I get yet another quest, which is the Zelva quest line. This is the start of the Zelva quest line, but again, I have Luke Normals, which is past that even. So I get to clear this again. And so finally, we are at where we are currently is the Luke Normals. Now, is it necessary for me to clear them? No, you can go ahead and do them, but remember my plan at the start of this video was to get to level 87.5, so I can go through the rest of the end game and get to level 90 by the end of it. So there's no reason for me to do it. I'm over leveled basically for it. So if you're planning ahead like that, you know, you can get rid of it. If you're unsure, just don't get rid of it, right? And just start doing your most current scenario. You can always go back and complete the scenario. So the nice thing about clearing these things though is that it will unlock the regions for you. Before, if I didn't do the quest line, obviously I won't have Zelva unlocked. So that's why, you know, you can't really access the other quests unless you have unlocked them in this manner. So starting Luke Normals, like I said, by the time you get to the end of this, you get about 30% EXP. This is Luke Normals. You need to do Luke Normals to unlock Pandemonium. So, you know, this is where the game starts turning in terms of difficulty. But having played through this character, it feels like I will not have an issue, honestly. So anyway, we have the zombies are back. I want to at least make a point about this. I haven't seen the zombies for a little while now because I've been so over leveled, but these fucks right here have been ruining my whole life. Trying to level F-Priest while the worst event possible is going on has been really annoying. Obviously, buy a net to deal with them in one hit, but you can tell, especially when you get to Pandemonium, a lot of the dungeons there are not very nice with those fucking zombies. They'll spawn in the corners of the room. They'll waste all of your time. I want to say half of the time I've been leveling has been searching for these fucking zombies who hide from you too. Any of these foreground objects, they like hiding behind them. So that's disgusting. It's nasty, man. But anyway, we're at the boss already, and we're gonna hit him with that laser face. I do believe you get super armor during that laser face move. Ooh. And I was about to hit him with that. You want to try to hit him with the hold so he doesn't like wreck you and interrupt you. But and of course, you know, if I was being any more efficient, I'd probably use a you know, the 3 times EXP pod or something like that. I don't really care. At this point, it's going to be pretty close getting to the end game anyway, so hit him with that ghost orb, man. Just pretty satisfying moves, guys. That's all I can really say about this class. Hit him with the net. Pretty satisfying moves all around to use. You can kind of tell which moves you want to use in which situations. It's kind of the only consideration you have to make, really. It's like, oh, that looks like a laser face room. Go ahead and laser face, and the nice thing, you can cancel the laser face, so you don't have to worry about that. Going through the whole animation. Gosh, that would be a nightmare if you had to go through the whole thing. Has some pretty nice, you know, low-level skills too. You know, the one where I shoot the little rain of things and the projectiles. They do some pretty decent damage, enough to kill like that one trash mob that lived. Right? It's like, oh, this guy. You know, I don't have to use a big skill to try to kill him. Got to save those from the actual boss. Did you guys know they added these bosses in here? This room right here used to have no bosses in it. I remember the first time I went through this Luke Normals, you'd go into this room and then it's like nothing happened and it just cleared. They added those bosses in there. That's nice. And I've seen some changes like those a lot already. There was a patch, I want to say a couple before F-Priest came out, that talked about some of the changes that they made to that. Actually, no, I think it was when F-Priest came out that talk about exactly that they kind of streamlined some of the quests. They made it less tedious. I don't know if you guys remember. If you're at this point, you probably do. In Time Gate, there's a point where you have to talk to an NPC, go back to Shonen, go back to like Silver Crown, go talk to. It was just the dumbest quest line, and you were just walking around town going globetrotters on them, and they've kind of toned that down. So you're gonna see a lot of stuff like that has been changed, and you know, stuff that would make sense. Like, why are there so many dungeons in here that don't have bosses? At least initially. So that was the case. So right there, I just casted it and then canceled it because I'm an idiot. Okay, cool. We got. Look at the range, man. I actually put the TP on that skill too to give it more range. So just so I can face roll harder, man. Hit him with the laser face, baby. Yeah. All right. And let's see if we can get this stun on this T5000. Hit him with this, hit him with this, hit him with this, hit him with this, and throw the barrage. The barrage had been, I don't know what I feel. The barrage doesn't feel like it has the range it looks like it does. You have to be a little bit closer than you normally would to cast that, and you have to be right in their face. And it actually has a couple different casts depending on how long you hold the skill key. If you just press it, it does like this shower instead of like a concentrated barrage. Yeah, this shower instead, which doesn't even have any impact on it. You know, it's like it didn't even slam the ground at all. But you'll notice that, you know, when you hold the skill down, it has a little bit less range, but it's more concentrated. I guess does more damage. In fact, I haven't really tested it out. Boom, get wrecked. That guy got off me quick. That's what happens when a dragon comes out of the ground and fucks your face up, man. I think this is the dungeon we get to wreck Hulk in. It's so weird how he trades. You know, he backstabs us, man. It's like it happens instantly. The second we walk in that room, he's already trying to come at us, man. I hope this is this dungeon. Get destroyed, man. You just see the AoE potential, man. And the range, man. You can hit these guys from all the way the hell over here, man. That's just fucked up. Let's not forget our cannon move as well, this one. Because it also can just wreck whole guys here, man. And that's kind of a theme you're gonna see with a couple of the F priests. Not all. Okay, this is not the dungeon, but trust me, we're gonna wreck Hulk. I'm not playing with that dude. He is gonna get destroyed. Here's the concentrated burst. I think I completely missed it actually because they were getting juggled. Thanks for nothing. Man, just another reason why they need to delete mechs, man. They're just ruining all my fun. Anyway. But yeah, that's kind of a theme you're going to have with the female priest guys, is that they're not going to have... they're going to have a lot of moves that seem like complete room clears. Like, that's their full purpose. And you use one skill and you're gonna wreck a lot of guys. Now, I'm not saying all of them do that, but I'm gonna say maybe 3 of them do that. You know, you're gonna get that vibe like, okay, they have a burst move that's just designed to clear a whole room. And the different kinds of rooms, like this one, like this class seems to be a perfect example of that. Like, okay, you have one move that's a laser, one move that's a humongous AoE that does a billion damage. Like, you know, the LAZERFACE, obviously. So using any more than that one move is gonna obviously not be necessary for the most part. So. But I mean, I don't know what I expected from a class like this. This is not a combo or systems heavy class. It's more like, hey, just use your AoE and burst them down. Okay, hopefully this is the dungeon where we get. I think this is it. This has got to be the one. I want to wreck. Look at how fast. Like, seriously, look. Hulk is on our side, right? Hulk is right here helping us. And all of a sudden, when we walk in this room, there he is. Look, he wants to kill us. What the fuck, Hulk? You're gonna get Dragon Dawn. And you know what? You're gonna get Awakening because I forgot to do it. Let's go! Get destroyed, my man. Overall, the animation of the Awakening is probably the least flashy, honestly. Yeah, it is definitely the least flashy. And you're going to notice between the female priests, all of them kind of feel like they do the same exact thing. But the thing is, it may be the least flashy, but it is also one of the fastest. It just goes out and does the damage, which honestly I praise. I don't like Awakenings that have these long-ass animations for no reason. Sometimes they have long animations because they're long holds, in which case, okay, that makes sense. But this one is just a burst damage, and you'll see other classes have burst damage Awakenings, and this one's the fastest, so it's the nicest to use, honestly. It's the most realistic to use without wasting a whole bunch of time. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Just wanted to kill Hulk. That's all I wanted to do. Fuck that guy. And there was a little bit of Shaman action. In the next video, guys, we'll play another female priest. I won't spoil who it is, but I'll just tell you, I'll probably like them a little bit more than this class. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I will catch you nights later.